Well, I mean, that's the most Kafkaesque, black is white, up is down thing I've ever heard. Russia is the aggressor. Ukraine is the victim. Russia's 10 times the size militarily of Ukraine. They launched an unprovoked war of aggression. All this nonsense about being surrounded is just complete nonsense. This whole NATO argument. In the meantime, as Russia has attacked Ukraine for the sin of wanting to join NATO, you've got Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Is Russia now attacking them? It's just complete and utter nonsense to hear that type of argument. And by the way, this individual probably should be very worried because he called it a war. You go to jail in Russia for calling it a war. You go to jail for 8 years for calling it a war. So you better like modify your description of what's going on over there, because you have to call it always a special military operation. What's going on in Russia?
Yes, Anna, you want to jump in?
Yeah, because it's actually about the revolutions and so on. This Russian propaganda messages, they never worked inside Ukraine, and they actually use them only outside, because somehow the Western societies nowadays like themselves less, and Russia uses that against, unfortunately, normal and healthy democracies. Inside Ukraine, they never managed to push this narrative, forgetting one very important fact that 3 of the ministers during the Revolution of Dignity were actually Russian citizens who returned back to Russia, and one of them is now an active deputy of the Russian parliament, which is definitely a proof that it was a silent annexation of Ukraine, similar what they did to Belarus, but the Ukrainian civil society is way active and protected us from that. Also, this BS about the defense of Russia is something that I guess even Russian propagandists did not believe, because with all the efforts, with the occupation of some of the Ukrainian territories, they did not manage to even fake any messages about either biolaboratories or an operation that was preparing. I wonder, what did Ukrainians or NATO plan to do in 2022? Invade Moscow or St. Petersburg? This is, of course, totally unrealistic, and it's pretty easy. Travel to Poland and then travel to Russia, and you will choose in which direction a new body in democracy wants to develop. It's pretty easy to guess that it will be in the direction of the European Union, but not in the direction of Yekaterinburg, I am sorry. And of course, Russia was provoked, but Russia was not provoked by NATO. Now its border is 1,000 kilometers longer than it was before the start of the full-scale invasion, another winning of Vladimir Putin, together with many more that I can actually enumerate.